You know what? That movie is a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. How's it going, fellow cinephiles? This is Dominic from Film Overload, the channel where we talk about movies, pop culture, and everything in between. And today I have another retro review for you guys, and I will be reviewing the sci-fi classic, The Fifth Element. Now, this movie has been on my watch list for a very long time, and I wanted to cross it off my list. And I finally found it on a service that I currently own/use, and I have to say, what sounded really corny and cheesy ended up being a very fun time. The story of a taxi driver set in the year 2257 as he is unintentionally given the task of saving a young girl who is part of the key that will ensure the survival of humanity. And when I read this synopsis, I'm like, this movie is going to be very corny and very cheesy. But like I said earlier, this movie honestly really surprised me. Now, I will admit that the girl is the key to everything trope is getting pretty old at this point, especially how modern Hollywood explains and tells the trope. But honestly, in this movie, it works really well. The story is really solid. I thought just really a good, solid, fun time. A very well done sci-fi thriller kind of, and it just really worked with me. I thought the story was just really great. The writing was really good as well. It just really worked perfectly in unison with the story, in my opinion. It just really worked. And movies like this are the reason why I enjoy watching movies. And this movie really reminded me of why I love the medium that is movies. It's just this medium that you can just sit back and just escape the world that you live in and really be invested in these stories. And through the writing and the story, you really also get a very vast world in science fiction. I really did enjoy the world that this movie presents as well. It didn't feel, something that we've seen before, which is what I really appreciated about the world. The world is just very well done, very well thought out. The production design was just fantastic. I loved all the weird aliens and the different costumes and designs that they had and all these different things that really made the world what it was. And the world is its own character, honestly, in this movie. And speaking of characters, I'm going to talk about the two main leads being Corbin and Lilu. And I thought that the two characters were really solid and well put together. I really did enjoy Corbin. I think Bruce Willis just knocked it out of the park. I thought that he was a very solid lead character and a character that you could root for the entire time throughout the course of the film. I thought that Lilu being the key to everything was, I thought, a very well thought out story element. I thought that she really did a lot for this movie and really put a lot into her character as well to not only make her understandable but also lovable at the same time. Lilu is a really solid character. Her and Bruce Willis together was just a really great combo. And honestly, even the supporting characters in this movie were really good. I thought Ian Holm was a great supporting character. I thought that Gary Oldman was a really solid villain. I really did enjoy those two characters as well. And of course, because the boy is hotter than hot. He's hot. One of the most ridiculously fun and entertaining characters I have ever seen on screen. The pacing for this movie was also incredibly good as well. The movie runs a little bit over 2 hours, but it really does not feel like 2 hours because I was fully invested in the story and the story elements. I really thought the pacing was really well done, and once again, I did not feel this movie's duration because I was completely invested in the story and the characters. And once again, I like to reiterate that the world is very important to the story. If you don't care about the world in this movie, then the story might come off as very, very cheesy and corny. So the world is very important. The sci-fi world and all of its many elements and different characters, aliens, etc., is really, really important to the movie's story. Overall, The Fifth Element is a really great, fun, and wildly entertaining sci-fi film. I had no idea that I was going to have so much fun with this movie. I thought it was going to be incredibly corny, as I mentioned earlier, but it turned out to be the complete opposite, and it's really one of the really good sci-fi films, and one that I'm finally proud to say that I've watched. So that's it. And guys, if you liked this movie review and want to see more forms of content like it, like Lilu, use your Multi Pass. Gosh, that is so cringy. And smash that like button. Also, hit subscribe while you're at it and turn on the post notifications so that you guys can get notified every single time I post a video. You can follow me on Letterboxd, which is right here. I post all of my movie reviews on Letterboxd as it helps me keep track of movies that I have watched, movies that I haven't watched, and movies that I will watch. And I think you guys would benefit greatly from this app and this website if you are indeed lovers of cinema like myself. As always, guys, happy movie watching. Take care.